Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. And if you are currently on a job hunt, I know you want to know that it's done, but I also want you to know that you're not alone, okay? I know that job search can feel like an endless thing at times, or a marathon at times. It's just very, very frustrating. And it is very easy to lose motivation while you're doing a job search because the thing that job that you applied for and you said, okay, this is a sure thing. You visualized it and everything, and you felt it in the essence of your being, and yet somehow you didn't get called back. Can be a you know it's a horrible feeling. It makes you feel awful. It makes you feel horrific. Um, so without kind of identifying every bad feeling, let's move on. I would like to say that in today's video, I'm going to share some practical strategies to help you stay motivated and energized throughout the entire job search process, okay? And especially when they're very lengthy, because staying focused and staying positive is just as important as it is to having a great resume. So let's begin. First thing that you need to do is set realistic goals, celebrate the small wins. I say this, I think I said this in another one of my videos. It's so important to celebrate the little things that you do. You set goals. Now, a lot of people set these goals that are unachievable. And if you're a big believer in Neville Goddard and those type of people, then you would know that anything is achievable. However, sometimes we get in our own way and we block ourselves from achieving those goals. So what you need to do is go back to the drawing board, so to speak, and say, let me make a goal that's achievable, something that in your head you can accept as being possible, and then achieve that. Celebrate it, and then you move on, okay? So for instance, what would be an achievable goal when you're going through a really, really lengthy job search? Something simple like apply to 5 jobs this week, or update my LinkedIn profile today, and do it. Don't just say, yeah, I'll get to it, because woo, we all do that, right? And don't say, oh, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to feel it today. I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it today. No, you do it today. You do it this week. 5 jobs this week means 5 weekdays, or 5 days in general if you don't want to do the weekdays. Take out 1 job for 5 days, apply, celebrate that, okay? Start out with the goal in mind. Even before you start setting the smaller goal, create the bigger goal. The bigger goal is, I want a job by the end of the month, okay? That is your bigger goal, correct? And so by setting rather a small goal, such as applying for 5 jobs during the week, this is helping you attain that, okay? If you say, I want to update, I'm not wanting to, I am going to, I am updating my LinkedIn profile today, then do it today. If you really cannot get it done today and you realize there's no time for it, then give yourself a 2 or 3 day window. So today is Monday, okay? So what you could say that's an attainable goal is, oh, I will update my LinkedIn profile by Wednesday, and create a mantra out of it. I am updating my LinkedIn profile no later than Wednesday. I am updating my LinkedIn profile no later than Wednesday. Somebody's talking to you about the job search. You're like, hey, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm updating my LinkedIn profile by Wednesday. Get that brain of yours accepting these things. You're saying it in a present tone, in the present, today, like right now, it's happening, even if it's not happening. And the reason for that is because your brain will accept it. Oh yeah, I got to do my LinkedIn profile by Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier for you to feel inspired to keep going and to keep doing this. It makes you want to achieve that goal, because now it's like a little song that you've given yourself. Hey, I'm updating my resume by Wednesday, something like that. Whatever it is that you need to do to keep yourself inspired to achieve that goal, that's what you do, okay? If you need to say it while you're lifting weights, while you're speed walking, whatever it is, associated action with that mantra that pumps your heart. Think about it if you're eating your favorite food. If you're like me, I'm a food person, sadly, which is probably why I have an issue with weight. I love to associate things with food. And so you know, for me, it's like, ooh, I want to do such and such. And I pull out my favorite lollipop, you know, or I pull out my favorite chocolate. So, you know, you get the point, okay? Yes. So, and then after you do it, make sure you celebrate. You know, whether it's something simple like, "Hey, good job, me, woohoo!" and you do a little dance or whatever it is. You know, you did it. Celebrate that. Sit back and say, "Wow." Whatever, however you need to celebrate, but make sure you acknowledge the fact that you achieved that goal. So, for instance, going back to what I said initially, my little suggestion, applied for 5 jobs this week. After applying for that 5th job, sit back and take a deep sigh of relief, and then go celebrate on whatever level it is that you need to celebrate. Everybody has their own version of celebrate. I would say, you know, don't do a mega celebration. You do a suitable celebration, because it's a small goal. Okay, when you get the job, then you pull out all the stops and you go have your great big celebration after you get, you know, you get the job, and then you get your first paycheck, and then you celebrate, you know, as you go on. But as you're getting there, yes, I repeated it intentionally 3 times. You want to tell your mind that it's not useless. You know, you want to tell your mind in positive terms, this is doable. We got this. We have this. We will have this job by the end of the month. We have a job before the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep your mind busy. You want to keep your mind engaged positively. All right? And then, even if you want, you can write these down as goals if you want, if you're one of those type of people. Whatever it is that you need to do to stay on top of these micro goals, this is what you'll do. And moving forward to that ultimate goal of having a job by your 30 days, by the end of that month, that 31 days or 30 days, depending on what month you're in. Okay. The other thing that you want to do, this is a tip number 2, is you want to create a routine and you want to stay organized. Now, I'm using them in the same sentence because to me they're one and the same. How do I mean? You want to create a routine. You want to set an alarm. You can make a ritual out of job search by creating your favorite tea or coffee and sitting down, you know, at your little sacred space, so to speak, whether it's your desk or your little table, wherever it is. But make it something where this is a big deal. You know, this is a ritual. This is something that gets you into the mood ready for job search. The same way you would go put on sportswear when you're ready to go exercise, you're doing the same thing for job search, okay? You're going to create your little sacred space. You know, you're going to sit and do your little meditation if you're into meditation. You'll put your little incense if you're into incense. You'll put on your relaxing music if you're one of those people. I tend to put water sounds because sadly in my current place I don't have a water feature, and water sounds make me feel relaxed. And so I love to have water running in the background, so that while I'm doing tasks, I feel very calm and I'm open to whatever it is, and I can slow down and take my time and use some thoughtfulness as I'm doing things. There are other times when I don't do this, and I've noticed I've been rushed. I've sent out my resume all willy-nilly, you know, no cover letter, no nothing, just, you know, and whoever was receiving it probably said, she's sent out a whole bunch of those, okay, whatever, and just like passed over. No, you want to have the right intention to your stuff, you know. And it's funny because people make a big deal out of this mindset. I'm a very big believer in your intentions go into everything that you do. Me talking to you on the video, my intention is for you to get a job. My intention is for you to feel empowered. My intention is for you to learn from me. My intention is to share as much knowledge of and my experiences throughout several decades of work experience with everyone. So those are my intentions, and I would love for whoever watches my videos to feel those intentions. The same way when you're writing up your resume, your intention is to get a job. Your intention is not only to get a job, but to get a job that suits the things that you're looking for. So whether you're looking for a job that allows you a certain level of freedom, which obviously everyone is looking for when we're looking for work, we're looking for financial advancement of some sort, right? So that's a no-brainer. But you also want to look at other things. You want to be someone who is listened to at work. You want to work at a company where people make you feel welcome. You want to work at a place where your opinions matter. You want to work at a place where the fringe benefits, if you will, make you happy. You know, whatever that is, that's all going into your intention. And as you're looking at the different job posts, and yes, even when you're desperate, you can do this. You know, even when you have to do this more so when you're desperate. But when you're going through a really long job search and you're getting frustrated day after day after day, and you're getting rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected, you gotta stay positive. And so this would be one way to do that. So that's your routine. Now, in terms of organization, what you would do is something that I'm really bad at doing. I have it though. I have a tracker. And I actually try to put them in a tracker. Keep track of where you applied. It's funny because when you apply for unemployment, that's like a thing. They want you to be able to tell them which 2 or 3 places you applied for during the week. And if you don't keep track of where you applied, you're searching through all your emails and whatever, trying to remember where the heck you applied. So yes, you want to be able to come up with a system where you write it either in a calendar, digital or written, or a physical calendar, you know, or you write it by hand, where you applied, the name of the position, you know, something like that, so that when you do get phone calls as well, you have something to refer to, okay? If you get an email, you have something to refer to. And then this way your responses are professional in return to the response to your resume. The third tip that I have is to make sure that you take care of your physical and your mental health. I believe very, very strongly it is very, 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 very important during a long job search to take care of yourself. Job search in its own right, whether it's a short one, is very stressful. When it's over a long period of time, it literally can make you feel like you're on the fringe of breaking, okay? And so you have to make sure that your mental and your physical health are in sync so that you don't burn out. I'm a big believer that your mind and your body work together. So you have to make sure that you're doing both, you're doing something for both, okay? And that means that you're getting outside, if you're a person who likes to go outside and get a walk. If you are not a walking person, hopefully you're meditating. Hopefully you're sitting outside on your porch or your backyard, even if the weather is bad. You're literally just stepping out of your door. You're seeing something else. If you don't do those things, then you are looking at a different medium. You're looking at positive things. You're looking at things that make you laugh. You know, whether it's watching a comedian for 10 minutes on YouTube, even if you don't know them, just watching them and seeing if their jokes resonate and giving your mind a chance to shift, okay? That's what you're after. You're after the mental shift, that sense of, wow, I'm so happy for a few seconds. Even if you're perpetually unhappy, the point being is you have to find something, a little something, that will give you a little bit of even a smirk, you know? You're not a laugh out loud person, and that's cool. But even if you just have a smirk on your face, you're like, whatever. Yep, that's what you need, okay? You need to be able to take a break. You need to be able to look at other things besides the help wanted. You want to look at other things besides the videos that point you to the help wanted. You know what I'm saying? You literally have to give your mind a break. I would suggest that you even spend time daydreaming, if you will, as a rest point. You know, you're sitting there and you're thinking, wow, why am I so lucky? I got the job of my dream, you know, the dream job, and I'm looking for this and this and this, or I got a job in general, shoot, you know, because sometimes we don't have the luxury of looking for our dream job. But you know what, that job, because I need the job, is my dream job for right now, because I'm like thinking about, I got paid weekly, or I'm getting paid bi-weekly, and oh my gosh, with that first paycheck I'm gonna buy that. You know, get yourself into it. You see it. And then now it's not wishing for it. Now you want to go, oh yeah, I got that job. Yeah, I'm getting paid on such and such a date. On my first paycheck, I'm going so and so. Oh yeah, you know what? I already made plans. Let me go search up such and such, because I'm putting it in my shopping cart for that day when I get paid. You know what I'm saying? This way you're interacting with that dream. You're feeling it. It's tasty, you know? Sorry, I like food analogies. But it's something that you're like, you know, you're so excited for. You're thrilled for. You're in a good mood. Now your mind is out of that negativity about how 6 months you're looking for a fucking job. You know, excuse my language. But, you know, now you're kind of going, yes, you know, it was worth the wait, because look what I got. In just a matter of a couple days, I got this, and in such a day, I'm getting paid, and oh my God, I'm going out with my buddies. We're going to do this. We're going to do, yeah, okay? That's what you want to do. That's your mental health. That's your physical health, kind of working in sync. and helping you feel a little bit better from the stress of not having a job or going through an extensive job search. Tip number 4, everyone always puts out there, I'm going to put it out there. I'm not a big believer in this because it's never worked for me, but it may work for you, okay? And I do know it has worked for others. So I'm going to still put this tip out there, and that tip is to network. People say a great way to stay motivated, or I say inspired, during a long job search is to network. You know, reach out to other people, let people know, you know, hey, I'm looking for a job. But the goal is to come from the space of empowered. How do I put this? Don't come from, hey, gosh, I'm so desperate, do you have a job for me? You know, you come from the perspective of, yes, I really do need a job, and I'm looking, my resume, such and such, I've done this. You know, have your little 1-minute pitch or 50-second pitch, whatever you want to call it. If there are virtual networking events, see if you can join them. LinkedIn, I believe, has them. Sometimes there are webinars. Meetup, if that's still a thing for some people. You may want to see if there's anybody offering a networking event over there as well. You might want to look up people who are in your industry and see if they are talking about jobs for this particular industry. You could actually do a search, Google search, right, for professional groups in the industry, news about the industry, whatever it is that you can do to try and network. And the funny part is, in this day and age, because we do have the internet, no matter where you live, you know, you could live out in the boondocks, it doesn't matter. You should be able to find something online where you can talk with other people from the industry. You may even find other job seekers. You know, people may tell you about a job that may be a different industry, even if you need to change industries, or you're frustrated with trying to find something in your current industry and have not been able to find something. So you never know with whom you can connect, and you want to be open as best as you can to that opportunity. Okay. The next tip, my 5th tip, is stay positive and try and focus on the big picture. The big picture is that you've got a job. The big picture is that you have a smile on your face, that you finally got a job. The big picture is you are celebrating because you've finally got a job. Okay? That is the big picture. How we got there and how long it took are part of the picture, but they're not the big picture. And so my suggestion is, in order to stay positive, to focus less on the amount of time, because time is relevant, but yet irrelevant. Yes, when you have certain responsibilities that have time limits to it, not having a job immediately can really make you go crazy. At the same time, allow yourself a certain amount of time during your day, or as often as you can, because sometimes maybe you can't do it every day, maybe you can do it every 3 days. The point being is, give yourself some time where you can sit back and still stay positive. The bigger picture, hey, I got this job. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm so excited. I told everybody, you know, I'm telling everybody. Or do the opposite. Imagine in your state of peace, I got that job. Imagine you're telling somebody, you know, over on a telephone call, even if you don't have any friends that you would share this information with, or you don't have any friends at all, you know, because there are people who are like that. You could imagine saying to somebody, random, yo, I got a job, and my job is doing this, and I do this, and just walk yourself through it. You know, feel it as best as you can. This is what you need to do. That's you focusing on the big picture, okay? That is you not saying, well, shoot, it took me 6 months to get the freaking job, and da-da-da. No. Your bigger picture is, I've got the job. I am on top of the world. I am so great. I have these skills that are so needed now. You know, I found the perfect match. And then, if you really need to look at how much time it took you, hopefully you won't have to. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you stay positive. You look at the bigger picture. The bigger pictures. Your bigger picture. You're not going to stand on why. You're not going to focus on how long. You want to look at the bigger picture. I got it. I did it. Hip, hip, hooray. I freaking did it. Okay? Now, my last piece of advice is a piece of advice that I'm going to give. And I've been fortunate. I've had this advice given to me. Okay. And that piece of advice is just words of encouragement. Like I said, I've been very fortunate. I have a family that can be encouraging. They're very encouraging, my two children. And so we kind of pass it along amongst ourselves when we're all sitting around, and I can gripe and gripe and gripe forever. I mean, yeah, certain personalities are really good at that, and I happen to be one of them, and I will gripe forever. And then I'll have one of my two children go, okay, mommy, enough of the griping, look at the bigger picture. And I'll get mad. One thing that I have learned, though, is looking at the bigger picture from a different point of view. And that is, wow, I'm grateful. And it has nothing to do with the job, but I'm grateful I'm alive today, barely. I'm grateful that the sun is shining, whatever it is that you need to say that helps you shift a little bit, like even just turn a little bit to that. That's what you need. Wow, I'm grateful that I saw, a job advertisement, whatever it is that you need to do so that you can feel a certain level of encouragement. Sometimes we don't have other people to do it for us, so we have to do it for ourselves. And so that's where you go in, and that's where you say to yourself, you know what, good job, me. You reward yourself for keeping up that little goal that you gave yourself. Okay? Every day you have to put the effort in. Every day, get up, get showered, brush your teeth, wash your hair that once or twice or 3 times, whatever amount of times daily, whatever it is that you do for your hair, curl your hair, put your makeup on, do your best to look presentable. Even if you're just business casual, which most of us do these days, go through the motions. You're prepared if somebody calls you for that job interview. Okay, most things today can be washed in the laundry, so hopefully it won't be that big of a deal for you. And parade around in your interview clothes for a little bit for your day. Do some mock interviews. Watch things that are encouraging. Watch things that make you laugh. Anything that'll help your mind cope with what it is that you're going through. Because it is lonely at times, especially, even if you do have a lot of friends, it can be lonely because you may be that one friend and everybody else is out working, and and you don't have anybody really to connect with. Okay, so you're gonna have to do this for yourself. If you have other people who can encourage you, even better. But it's got to start with you, and it's got to start now, and it's got to start today, right this minute. As soon as you finish listening to this video, better yet, I would appreciate if you watch the whole thing, but if you stopped in the middle, that'll be okay as well. What I would love to see from everybody is, I want to know if you're in the middle of your own job search. What is it that you're looking for? What are you searching for? I don't want to know how long you've been looking. And I don't want to see, hey, I'm freaking desperate. I want to see comments in the comment section about what you are currently looking for. Hopefully we can all talk about this and more people might know of something that's available. All right, let's get some kind of conversation going. I want to thank you very much for watching my video. I believe in you. You need to believe in you. You need to believe that yes, you can do this. You need to believe that whether you've worked in the business world for 6 months or never, or you've been there like me, you're a fossil, you've been there forever. Point being, and everybody in between. The point being is, I believe that you can do this. You need to believe that you can do this, okay? You can, you will, you are, you have found a job, okay? And as many times as you need to tell yourself that, and it's hard sometimes to believe it even, there's this wonderful piece of advice that Neville Goddard always said, in order to achieve something, you have to act as if. Okay, act as if, which is the piece of advice that I gave earlier, which was get dressed, put your makeup on if you're a makeup person, wear your cleaner clothes, have yourself showered, perfumed if you're one of those people, so that you're ready to go, and you have that air about you that, oh yeah, I'm fresh, I'm ready to take on the world. Make that even part of your ritual for your job search if you want. The point being is that you gotta start from somewhere. You have to start, and it comes from within you. And God knows, if I could, I take it from you and do it for you or carry it for you, I would love to. I would just say, hey, give me a call and we carry your burden. But we cannot, not me or any other professional. It's our job to encourage you, to encourage yourself. Okay, it's our job to be back behind you, like, you know, when you're climbing a stair and you're kind of just, you know, toppling over a little bit, and someone's like kind of pushing you from your butt or from your lower back, and hey, I got you. We're those people. We got you this way, but you got to do the rest. You got to take that step up those stairs. Okay, and that's what I want you to do. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Bye bye.